Alright, so I did pause the video, but for some reason it ended for me to accept the call. So I'm sorry, but what I was saying is that sometimes people with anxiety give so much good advice, great advice, and then we don't take it for ourselves. And like we be there to helping somebody who's emotional wreck, and then when the same thing happens to us, and we give advice that works, we don't even take it, or we can't even take it because we're too wrapped up in our emotions, and that is me. Um, for me, like I say, that could be the issue. Also, too, the Bible encourages friendship. Proverbs chapter 17, verse 17 says, "There exists a friend who sticks closer than a brother." And throughout the Bible, even Jesus had friends, and many people had friends, and their friends would have come to help them in their times of need. And the same is true. Develop close friends that you can lean on. For me, again, as I said earlier, my closest companion is the person I'm courting, because for me, I don't like sharing any parts of myself with people, because I always feel like afterwards, even after I've gotten over the problem, the person may always remember like something bad that I told them happened to me, or something bad that I did, and then they may in the back of their mind like be not necessarily holding it against, but be remembering like um basically be remembering like anything bad I would have done. I don't like that. I really do not. So for me, I have just been the type of person to always journal. I journal a lot. I actually bought a new book. Where is it? A new book. It's new. A new book to journal in. Yes. How to journal all the time. I actually journal so much. I write up books and books and books. So yes, that's another thing. The Bible encourages writing. Actually, King David, to cope with his stress, used to write songs. Okay. So you could write how you feel on paper. It helps. It really does help. It puts it into perspective. If you're the type of person like me, I look back at what I wrote when I was younger, and sometimes I laugh, and sometimes I still feel the same way, but I have a better perspective on it, and I'm like, oh, I feel this way, but you know what? Like, this is what's true, this was not true. Okay, he's not coming in here, thank God. So, yeah. Making videos in my house, it's not the easiest because everybody is just doing their own thing. Obviously, you can't tell people to not interrupt you when you're making the video. So, that was my brother getting his towel. But what I was saying now is, yes, writing, friends and writing. Um, for people who have anxiety, which I was saying earlier, so you may only have one friend or one person that you will necessarily confide in, and right, again, I was interrupted. But as I was saying, it's not anything personal when someone with anxiety does not tell you. Like, for example, they used to tell you like how they feel, and you notice that maybe they're closer to somebody else, especially if it's the person they're dating. I don't think it's anything to take personal, because that person has become close to somebody else, and it's only natural for you to necessarily like confide more in someone that you're dating or what's not. So that is it for me. Um, and yeah, and it's not really say, oh my god, this person's my whole life and they're all my friends for one. Like, I'm never gonna have any friends outside of this relationship. I do have friends outside of my relationship, but being honest, I don't really feel as connected anymore. And it's not anything that they have done, it's just I just don't feel as connected, and I just do not feel that connected that I will be sharing my personal feelings with them anymore. As good as that could sound, I guess. Anyways, Make sure your diet is okay. I do not follow this because I eat so much junk. But make sure that you drink water. I make sure I drink water. Um, Make sure that you do research on anxiety, because you can eat all the healthy foods in the world, but if your mind is not good, then it doesn't make any sense. Make sure you do research on anxiety and ways that you can cope. If you feel the need to go to a psychologist, go to a psychologist. Get help. Psychologist, I don't know. Whichever one you would call it, go and get help. Because anxiety is not something to play with. I know if my family had the means to send me to go to a psychiatrist or a psychologist, I would definitely go. But my family, my dad and my mom have their own health issues. My dad and my mom have their own issues to deal with. So I do not burden them with sending me to a psychologist. But I honestly believe that I'll be better able to cope with my problems if I had a psychologist or I have someone else that I could talk to, because even though it's hard and everything sometimes is like, oh, I say his name. Alright, you understand what I mean. Like, I just feel like I would be better off, because on this, I don't. The reason why I feel weird type random things is because I feel like I'm such a burden and I'm such a lost cause sometimes. So sometimes I don't really want to tell him things, but I end up telling him things eventually because he's my best friend too. He's not just someone that I court, he's my best friend. And he's someone that is really nice and he's sweet. And yeah. So, and then too, he serves the same God as me, so he could give me wonderful advice, which he always does. But men necessarily don't listen. He listens, but not fully sometimes to me, because men think differently. They think solutions. Women think I need to vent and I need to rant, and then that's cool. I don't want advice. That's how women are. You understand? And I believe in ranting out your emotions, you're better able to deal with them. But men just like to be like, alright, such and such happened. Solution is A. They don't really deal, with emotions too much. So yeah, but I love that perspective of him too, because the fact that he's not emotional, he's the one who could stabilize the situation and be like, well, babe, I listen to you, but maybe you should do such and such. So for me, I really love him for that. So yes, prayer. Understand that you can read the Bible and find characters, Bible people who you can relate to. Trust me, you would find them, because people read the Bible and say, these people are superhuman. Like, they have to deal with issues I have. Trust me, they have some issues similar to you. You can relate to them. Once you just read the Bible and meditate on it, you will understand that there are many people in the Bible who have the same emotions as you. I used to think, like, what? And look at me, Job and Elijah, the high people, and Hannah are the high people that I relate to in the Bible. Um, Friends are confidant. Get help from a psychiatrist. Make sure you eat a healthy diet. Am I missing anything? Oh, there's a scripture I want to read. While you may have friends, the Bible also acknowledges this. In Proverbs 14, verse 10, it says, the heart knows its own bitterness, and no outsider can share in its joy. In that, you alone know how you feel, and sometimes nobody else may understand fully. But still talk to people, because it will help to relieve your anxiety.